Well, thank you, John. Thank you very much. Well, I don't know that I can repeat the homily since it is a one-time thing, but I can hit salient points worth reflecting upon at any given time. The term Lent actually means something. It means the lengthening of light. And this term, of course, fits wonderfully in the time of year that we also call spring, when the light of the sun imperceptibly and so ever subtly spends more time, seconds into minutes, each day till we get to the first day of spring, the summer solstice, and that's a high light. So the lengthening of light, nature reminds us of this both in the morning and in the evening now, and it's always a welcome sort of thing because it's precisely the light coming from that star 93 million miles away, 8 minutes by light express, that makes things grow. That makes all sorts of things happen on our planet's surface. And so this was applied to that particular time of 40 days in which the light of the good Lord seeks to lengthen in our lives. And so the church has this wonderful and long practice of making a fast before a feast. And so the 40 days that we call Lent is about the lengthening of divine light in our mind, our heart, and our soul. And so we count 40 days. Of course, 40 is a big number in the scripture, both Old Testament and New Testament, because 40 is not just counting a certain number of chronological sequence dates, but rather that amount of time by which things are disposed and prepared for something to happen. Find 40 anywhere in the scripture and then look at what happened after or because of those 40 days. That's what the 40 days were about, to dispose and prepare for something to happen. And of course, with Lent being 40 days, the happening is Easter, not the end of Lent, but the beginning of that which is greater than Lent, that which Lent is a preparation and anticipation of. And so we have Lent with the lengthening of light, the 40 days that dispose for the feast, and then the season of Easter. And of course, that is 50 days, since its conclusion is Pentecost. Pentecost was once an agricultural harvest feast, but by the time of Jesus, it had become and evolved into the remembrance of the giving of the 10 Commandments, God's 10 words by which God's chosen people would so embrace them that their embrace of the 10 words would become a living language that would speak to the nations, drawing them to the God of revelation.